How's it going, guys? Subscribe, press like, and write your predictions for today's games in the comments below. And while you're typing, we proceed to start. Let's get the show on the pitch. Rudiger asked me to beat Japan, but I don't think anyone has any doubts that we are gonna win anyway, Dani Carvajal said. Italian footballer Mario Ferri ran onto the pitch during the match between Portugal and Uruguay, wearing a t-shirt with an inscription in support of Ukraine and waving a rainbow flag. The game with Belgium will be decisive. We have made a step, but we have a very good Belgian team ahead. We will not play for a draw, Croatia head coach Zlatko Dalic stated. A big altercation took place between Hazard, De Bruyne and Vertonghen in the Belgium squad. Lukaku had to intervene and stop the fight. Portugal has secured itself a spot in the 2022 World Cup knockout stage. Man City will play a postponed Premier League fixture against Arsenal on February 15th. The draw for the FA Cup third round took place. The games will take place from January 6th to 9th, 2023. Manchester City will face Chelsea, Manchester United will play with Everton, Liverpool will be meeting Wolverhampton Wanderers, Tottenham Hotspur will host Portsmouth, and Arsenal will play away against Oxford United. Rangers have appointed Michael Beale as their new manager with a contract lasting until 2026. Casemiro was selected as the man of the match in the battle between Brazil and Switzerland. Max Cruz and Wolfsburg are gonna part ways soon. Brazil's opponents failed to register a shot on target in 2 consecutive rounds of the 2022 World Cup. After a win against Switzerland, Brazil have qualified for the 2022 World Cup round of 16 stage. If England gets to the semis or final of the World Cup, then I will be on my way to Qatar, Tyson Fury is quoted as saying. Mohamed Kudus was named man of the match in Ghana's win over South Korea. He scored twice, including the winner. At the 2022 World Cup duel between Brazil and Switzerland, the lights went out for a brief while before the halftime whistle. It happened in the 44th minute. The spotlights did not shine for 8 to 9 seconds. Dick Advocaat will be the new head coach of the Dutch second division side ADO Den Haag. The 75-year-old manager penned a contract until the end of the season. Paulo Bento was sent off in South Korea's match against Ghana. So far, he is the only coach who received both cards at the 2022 World Cup. I've never been a fan of Ronaldo. Really, I always prefer Messi, John Obi Mikel admitted. Ghana defender Mohamed Salisu scored 2 goals and 5 caps for the Black Stars, while he has scored only once in 67 appearances for Southampton. Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting has scored 12 goals in the last 12 matches. Cameroon scored 2 goals against Serbia in just 151 seconds, which has not happened at the World Cup since 1954. If we had to sign someone, it would be better to do it in the winter, but we have a very competitive team, Joan Laporte claimed. Bruno Fernandes has been named man of the match following the tie between Portugal and Uruguay. Bruno scored a brace in the second half of the game. I threw him a third of a pass, but he always finds solutions to everything, Angel Di Maria said. Andrea Onana left Cameroon camp after a quarrel with the head coach over the team's style of play. Thus, he will not play again at the 2022 World Cup. PSG must take advantage of having one of the best players, if not the best at the moment, Luis Campos told. I don't think I earn too much. If the club can afford it, it's not too much, Kevin De Bruyne noted. In my opinion, there is no pressure in the World Cup. Pressure is thinking of what to eat the next day. Ghana boss Auto Addo thinks. My son Mateo left the stadium crying after the first match against Saudi Arabia, Leo Messi shared. There is no negotiations for Lionel to join Inter Miami next season. It's false. It's fake news, Messi's representative Marcelo Mendes insisted. Today everyone plays in 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. No coach plays with playmakers anymore. James Rodriguez shared his thoughts. Italy must always be at World Cup, Roberto Mancini stated. Ronaldo is a leader. He's important for the team, but we also have players that are more visible than others. Fernando Santos commented on Cristiano Ronaldo's importance to the squad. In the camp of the Brazilian national team, there is a suspicion of a spread of a viral disease. Anthony, Paquetá and Alisson have skipped some exercises in training. he will be looking to leave Chelsea in January. Reliable reporter Matt Law told the London is Blue podcast of Hakim Ziyech. Yesterday, we enjoyed more World Cup action, and here are the latest results. Moving on to the main news of the release. Let's have a brief rewind of yesterday's events. The day started off with a bang. Cameroon and Serbia set up a spectacle of a clash, 3-3. It seemed like Serbia took the lead with a score of 1-3, but then Abubakar got down to business. At first, he effectively beat the goalkeeper in the 63rd minute, and then he proceeded to assist Choupo-Moting. The show went on as we had another bombastic match. Ghana slammed South Korea in a productive shootout. Goals from Salisu and Kudus gave advantage to the African side, though a brace from Cho Guesong equalized the Tigok Warriors' chances to succeed. Eventually, the final word remained with the same Kudus, who secured Ghana's first 3 points at this year's World Cup campaign. The evening matches were a little more humble. Brazil barely beat Switzerland thanks to a brilliant strike from Casemiro. Then Portugal defeated Uruguay in a tense thriller. Bruno Fernandes got the job done with a brace. France striker Karim Benzema could return to his nation's World Cup squad. Onda Madrid reports that the Frenchman is recovering from the injury faster than expected. Benzema's potential return to first-team training in the middle of this week. According to the rules of FIFA, Benzema actually can play for his nation team at the World Cup, as he is still included in France's World Cup roster. The final decision regarding Karim's involvement in the tournament will soon be made by Le Blues head coach Didier Deschamps. We are to remind you that before the opening match with Australia, the Frenchman suffered an injury to the quadriceps of his left thigh. Barcelona president Joan Laporta refused to talk about Lionel Messi's future. He's always in our memories at Barca. He's always present in our mind, but I'm not gonna comment about his future and contract situation. Messi's under contract with PSG, and I want to respect both player and club, Laporta stated. Juventus board of directors has decided to resign, the club's official website reports. Juve president Andrea Agnelli and vice president Pavel Nedved will leave their posts. Agnelli, Nedved, and CEO Maurizio Arrivabene are said to have expressed their desire to leave the club. At the same time, the remaining board members asked Arrivabene to stay. Nevertheless, the current board of directors will continue its work until the meeting of the club's shareholders convened on January 18, 2023, to appoint new members. 46-year-old Andrea Agnelli has been the president of the Old Ladies since 2010. Throughout his spell, the team won the Italian National League 9 times and reached the Champions League final twice. Barcelona are reportedly lining up a stunning bid to sign Cristiano Ronaldo after the Portugal star acrimonious exit from Manchester United. Spanish publication El Nacional claims that Ronaldo, Barcelona president Joan Laporta, and super agent Jorge Mendes have held a three-way meeting over the prospect of a transfer to the Catalan Giants. The La Liga side have reportedly joined the battle to sign Ronaldo, who scored a record 450 times for Barcelona's fiercest rival Real Madrid across a 9-year period. Laporta is also thought to be keen on Ruben Neves. With the pair sharing the same agent, the publication suggests that bringing in the Wolves midfielder could trigger the signing of the Portugal star. El Nacional adds that Barca is a very serious option given the good relationship between Laporta and Mendes. Absolute second middleweight world champion Saul Alvarez reacted to Lionel Messi's celebration of Argentina's victory over Mexico at the 2022 World Cup. Did you see Messi cleaning the floor with Mexico's shirt and flag? You better pray to God that I don't find him. Just like I respect Argentina, he has to respect Mexico. I'm not talking about the country as a whole, just about the bullshit that Messi pulled, Alvarez wrote. Francesc, Fabregas, and Sergio Aguero have responded to the absolute world champion in the second middleweight Saul Alvarez, who accused Lionel Messi of cleaning the floor with Mexico jersey. You neither know the person, nor do you understand how a dressing room works or what happens after the game. All t-shirts, even the ones we wear ourselves, go on the floor and are washed afterwards. And more when you celebrate an important victory, Fabregas wrote on Twitter. Mr. Canelo, don't look for excuses or problems. Surely you don't know about football and what happens in a dressing room. These shirts are always on the floor after the games are over due to swear, and then if you see well, he makes the movement to remove the prize and accidentally hits it, Aguero wrote. Folks, check out the suggested videos from our other projects. Have a good time watching. It was Football News. Have a nice one, and see ya in a bit.